Good morning, welcome to Morning Outlook. This is Kim speaking on Tuesday the 6th of October. So looking at the events overnight, the Australian Reserve Bank left interest rates untouched as expected. We'll wait for some more comments etc. coming through from there, maybe in a day or so. But apart from that, we have speakers today. We've got an annual budget release in Australia at 9:30 this morning as well, which may create some volatility around the Aussie. Aside of that, then at 9:35 we've got the ECB president speaking. In fact, there's a number of speakers at 9 o'clock. A Spanish ECB member de Cos speaks at Spanish Parliament. There's another speech by President Lagarde at 1 o'clock. 3:30 ECB chief economist speaks. I'm just looking in the US. We got quite a few. I'm just looking. Fed's due to speak at 3:40 this afternoon, and thereafter there's a few other speakers at 1800 and 2200 hours. So quite a few speakers today. Apart from the speakers, there's not a lot else actually. Trade balance Canada won't do too much. That's it. So mainly speakers today. So let's have a look at the technicals. The euro yesterday eventually pushed up to that daily 34.50 sort of area. I drew the trend line on here just out of interest yesterday. It's just broken out a little bit at the moment and looks a little bit more positive. And when you look at this market sitting where it is at the moment, well, could be on for something more. Bit of softness in terms of RSI divergence at the highs there, but as we saw yesterday, it just pushed through. And at the moment, looking positive. Now, we have got an untouched daily pivot, so break of maybe that more steeper, or so steeper, it's less steep, that flattish trend line across the lows here, might see that prices move towards that, but at the moment, it's looking quite positive for the euro. So retracement's needed if I want to jump aboard. The pound, well, daily wise, pushing up here. It's Brexit or no Brexit, it seems to be continuing to hold its own and outperform largely. It's pushing up now towards its 4-hourly 200. And again, it's really got a daily pivot untouched below. So again, if we see any sort of break of the lower trend line, the support line of this move, maybe that could become a target, but for now it really is maybe buying on the retraces. Dollar yen had a funny old day yesterday. It sort of moved against the other markets, but this is really just an unwinding of safety, or move to safety and away from safety, should I say. So risk back on, so it just reduces the positions, the yen positions, and well, that's what we saw yesterday. At the moment, just hanging in there around that sort of midpoint of this downward trend, but just as I say, hanging around, not really given too much of a clue there. Aussie dollar, disappointed. I was expecting there was a bundle of buy orders above. I was expecting a bit more than what we saw, but it's put a key reversal bar in for now on the 4-hourly, but it's not yet triggered, and we're seeing the beginnings maybe of a bounce. So maybe we'll see that shove back up there. It's reacted to the RBA rate statement, etc. But quite often we just see a continuation to the upside following that. Canadian dollar, well, it's been strengthening against the US dollar here, the US dollar, Canadian dollar we're looking at here, and well, it's just seen the US dollar lose some steam against it. Lower highs confirmed here. Maybe we'll see some sort of reversal here, but at the moment it does look like it's in quite a steep downward trend. Just looking at the shorter time frames, maybe there's some divergence across these lows, but as I say, at the moment it's really retracements maybe to sell into. So that's where we are with these markets. Looking at S&Ps, So S&P's, it's just come out of this time frame for a moment. Just looking at the other markets actually, whilst that's doing, the Dow's down 20 pips as I speak, the CAC is down 6, the FTSE, if only I could see the FTSE this morning, it would be good. There it is. That's down 1 point. So neutralish. The futures here daily wise, well, yesterday ended up bullish day, managed to break back above that daily 34, really higher lows being confirmed as it runs through this market, and it's probably outperformed what it looked like. It, to me, at one stage it looked like we were going to get, particularly last week, we were going to get more of a correction. The 4 hourly 50s prevented that from happening, giving the support, and markets are looking forward to possibly more financial support from the government. But for now, around these highs here, untouched daily pivot may be below, it could be a target at some stage, but a break of the highs, well, just may see a continuation. Okay, not much else to say at the moment here. Yep, that's just about it for this morning. Have a great one. Bye for now.